I completely forgot that I had a Facebook page. Believe it or not. I remember when, with the Walmart video, at the end of it, I said that, well, let me show you what I said. All right, so this is how I felt back on November 4th, 2017. I was going to say, before we lose YouTube, I have an Instagram account that I don't think you trolls want to go on there, do you? Because I didn't know any better. Apparently, he's going to work. Anyway, shift change. Account. RobinHoodzDzyn. Hoods with a Z. Design spelled D-Z-Y-N. RobinHoodzDzyn. Because it was what I was originally going to do. I mean, I was in the process of doing it. So this is where I left off. Because me and my wife made the account. And I made it for the hoods that I was making. And I already had it set up. I got so damn sidetracked by all this stuff that's happening that I'm realizing. I got so damn sidetracked, I completely forgot that I even had a freaking Facebook page already set up. So all of this happened, and then I stopped. So, but in case YouTube gets shut down, at least people can still get a hold of me through there and then figure something else out after that. But it's just a backup for now, because as everybody's seen old Richie, he's digressing, all right?
The channel's back up. I've got a copyright strike. I've got a community guideline strike. So at any moment, they can pull me down again. It is what...
See, it's the same thing over again. Just, I don't know how many months ago. Is it a little bit more than a year?
What it is. The channel's back up. I've got a copyright strike. I've got a community guideline strike. So at any moment, they can pull me down again. It is what it is.
It's just a backup for now, because as everybody's seen old Richie, he's digressing. I just seen that today, and I figured might as well try to go back on my Instagram account and just see if it's still up and running. It is. So you do that. RobinHoodzDzyn. Hoods with a Z, D-Z-Y-N, and we'll just take it from there. But that was fun, guys, wasn't it? I love going and spotting security guards. Me and my wife are great at it. She got the same keen sense that I do. So I don't have any content going on here. I don't have any comments. I don't have any other information. It's like I'm looking at this for the first time and just kind of recording it as I'm going, because I don't know anything about Facebook. And besides setting it up, my wife helped me set it up, and it just went off to the side. Like it wasn't important anymore, because this, and I showed it with the eBay stores, selling these hoods on eBay. And this is the stuff it's just fun to do. And it gave me like this tremendous interest in trying to produce them. And then just making more like different styles that just pops in my head. So all this stuff that's been going on in the world, it just stopped me from doing the thing that I planned on retiring with And it wasn't by doing carpentry. I didn't want to do that forever. And my interest just went away. Just complete. So this was about, let's see, so it's a year and a half since May 21st, 2011. And it took me like a good year to kind of get back on track and start really thinking about the future. And right around, let's see, 2014, 2015. Right around 2014, 15 is when, that's when all the things in the world started to really not make any sense. And it all seemed like a play to me. Like it was just fake. Everything was fake. So I just stepped aside from doing what I really wanted to do. And then come to find out, as I'm doing this now, I would rather be doing this now than doing this and not having a clue as to what is going and getting ready to happen. If I didn't have a clue and I'm all like into the hoods and doing well and staying busy and occupied and not paying attention to the world, I would be, you know, just like all the other 7 billion people that are going to go through this that don't know. So the benefit in knowing is, well, it's just that, it's knowing. The benefit of paying attention and just kind of being thrown into lion's den, you know, like not really knowing that that's where you're going to get thrown for your beliefs, but that's what happened. And then we're going to get ready to go through that fire, and it's not going to singe us. So the more you understand, the more you know, the more you're comfortable with what is getting ready to happen. Like nothing is stressful. Nothing's worrying you. It's actually the exact opposite feeling. So when all this stuff, when it starts to unfold, I would hate to be like in my shop sanding the hood down and then start to hear all this stuff the event that gets everybody's attention. That's the event that I'm talking about. So that event happens right before the shift. So I just thank God that He took me away from the thing that I love doing and then made me see the truth, and then in the end, to help me understand how much more I love doing what I'm doing now than anything else. Because once it's all over with, I can get back to my passion again. And it just added a new passion, which is people. Because before YouTube, I couldn't really stand people. I couldn't really, antisocial at the same time. And a lot of times, it was probably just me. It was probably just me in my head being my own worst enemy. That's all. And then now I learn how to deal with people. So I've gotten a new passion, which is dealing with people, and all this new information about what really is going on in the world and how the future really is going to be. So I take all that with me. And really, really appreciate at least having a clue and being able to just point out the things to you guys, like what I see just doesn't make sense, or what I see is funny, and I just point that out too. And that's all I can really ask for on YouTube. So the only thing I'll do over here is probably just put pictures up. I'm not gonna do any videos on here. I don't think it's necessary. It's not necessary. It's not like I want to I don't want to put myself in that position right over here, because this is just, you know, I'm going to start, I guess what I'm going to start doing is I'll probably put some pictures of the other hood on here, the progress where it's at now. Matter of fact, I think I'll probably, I'll just start finishing that other hood, the Mustang hood. It's for a 2006 Mustang. And I'm about 75% done with it. I just got to shape the middle of it a little more. But I'll probably just put stuff up like that. And, you know, if something happens, like, I mean, if something happens on a day that I expect it to happen, and, I mean, if social media is still up, right? I mean, it's still going to be up, ain't it? You just can't say certain things. You can't say it. I mean, you can imply all you want, but you have to be like, you just have to make sense, you know, to the people that you're implying things to. Only they will understand this. Like, you can put up new songs. I mean, not everybody heard of the song. You can put up those new songs, like singing, and there's like a few individuals that actually know the song, but you can sing along, you know, if you want. You can sing along until you get to know the verses. Once you get to know the verses, then you'll be able to sing and understand what you're singing. So I'll probably just put up things that's geared towards the future and where I want to go. You know what it is? I'm gonna transfigure, okay, over to I'm gonna transfigure over to Facebook, right? And then it'll be like a new start. Like, why do I have to say anything about anybody or any? I'm just gonna head towards the future. YouTube was my platform to get to who I needed to get to. Now I know I got to who God needed me to get to. And I believe God needed them to get to me at the same time. And so I think my message got across, and it's really no need to beat a dead horse. Posts from, see, I don't even understand this. Posts from 1996. I don't have any posts from 1996. Is this something you click on? See, I got married twice in 2011. I got married first, you know, the second month, the 5th, 12th day, 15th day of the month. I don't know, wait, wouldn't that be December? I don't even know. I'm not sure what the biblical date is for that. But I wanted to just get everything straightened out before May 21st, 2011 came around, which was about 3.5 months. Is that 3.5 months? I think it is. Look, I have a feeling that, you know, come the weekend, no matter what, not just YouTube, but Facebook, just social media itself, it's going to start depleting. The wooders are they're abating. The wooders are abating. And so what you see, what you're going to see on the screen there, that sea of glass, you're going to see everything that they want you to see. And that is it. That's why, no matter what, either way, whoever you are, it's all gonna still disappear for a short period of time. And then after that short period of time, there's like it's kind of like an upgrade. It's like a power upgrade. That's really what it is. You gotta understand that the ones in charge they're kind of handing over the power in a sense momentarily. And then the side that has the power shares the power. It's like they kind of take the power that you got and then they share it with you. That's all that's really going to happen. It's just like an exchange. Kind of like a strong arm. A little bit, kind of, not really though. More like just strongly urging to go in this direction. And then come to find out, like towards the end, they start to become real willingly. They start feeling better about those ideas because it starts to make more sense. It just does. And it feels better helping more people. And that's what God starts doing. He starts putting that in your heart where you want to help people. And you kind of feel selfish sometimes because it makes you feel better. If anybody knows what I'm saying there. So I use this video. It's just, I'm fishing. It's like I'm fishing again. So I'm just letting people know that what I believe the simulator is going to, I think I even spelled it wrong. Kind of like I spelled the spot and security guards wrong too. But either way, and then don't be fooled by the rapture and the great earthquake. So I caught 88 fish. And, you know, mostly everybody thinks that I'm completely insane. And because of this video, being like accused of being a crackhead and a meth addict, so now I'm like probably like a hypocrite, Bible believer and crack addict, idiot. So I just think it's funny that I find these platforms and it always benefits in the end. Things just benefit when your heart is in the right place. Save the date. So the sun simulator will rise from the west in May and set in the east. May 21st to May 24th will be darkness. Then the elite's power will be taken away. And then, you know, we'll be in charge. And then you have...
Regardless of which side you were on in the election, regardless of whether your candidate won or lost, the sun would come up in the morning. Wow. Remember, no matter what happens, the sun will rise in the morning and America will still be the greatest nation on earth. To President-elect Trump last night, about 3:30 in the morning, I think it was.
What time was that, Obama? 3:30 in the morning? Oh, like 3 in the morning?
President-elect Trump last night, about 3:30 in the morning, I think it was.
All right, now, it is no secret.
Between our presidencies. Now, it is no secret that
that it's live at 12:21. It's probably just a coincidence. Copyright strikes, they were on their way. Just like that following year when Richie was getting shut down. I think it was like in October or November 2017. It's the same way now, but this time it's for good. Just got a couple more days to find out. So here's my first video on YouTube. I thought it was April 9th for some reason. It's April 2nd, 2017. With just Bowie boxing the the bag there. All right, so I'm praying that my flight is on the Sabbath, because it didn't happen in the winter. So I've been, from that, in 2 more days, it would be 720 days from the start date to the end date. 1 year, 11 months, like in like the 11th hour, 21 days, 23 months, and 21 days. They're nice numbers. They're just nice and even and perfectly fit. They're just numbers, though.
Just won't leave you. That just won't leave you. In other words, all you can think about is, man, I got 23 months. Tomorrow it will be less than 23 months. The next day it will even be less than 23 months. 700 days left. 700 days about, and it's all over. And it's all over.
So I was already prepared for this last year, right around the same time. And April 28th, I have a feeling that this year, it's like a year ahead of time, that this year, this April 28th date comes into play. Because I was going back and forth with the war starting on April 7th, but I did a couple videos beforehand, about 4 days beforehand, and then this was the last day, and I was feeling really good about this day because I was thinking April 7th, 2018, I was going to get shut down. I knew that that date was a shutdown of something, because I'm understanding it as the abomination of desolation is going to be set up. And being set up one way is by shutting you up. When you get shut up, he's getting set up. And then another one is war. However you want to believe the war, but it's a way of making lands desolate because they drop bombs on you, on a TV screen. You're going to see it, and it makes things absolutely desolate. So here I am again, ready to go. And here goes the war that started the very next day, April 7th. The beginning of the most, at least on my end, since I've been on YouTube, wars and rumors of wars popped up right directly after that. The week of separation, wheat from tares, the 7th trumpet is getting ready to sound, April 7th. Published on April 2nd. This is when the Antichrist really started to take over. I feel like I'm going through like a slideshow. This is me just putting my opinions out there as to what I believe everything is. You got some turbines up there, you got some speakers and rain and light bulbs and holographic images and nukes and bombs and smoke. And this is when a tsunami hits America back on August 14th, 2018. And what they're going to say on TV, like when the tsunami hits, which is, you got asteroids, you got the bombs that they'll say that Russia had in their nuclear submarines. And, well, you know what Hollywood's going to do. They're already doing it. And you got North Korea over here, you got the bunkers and everything. Then the Skynet system. Everything I can think of. Oh, I remember this. These were the days. Starting August 1st was this pile right here, because it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So this very first piece of paper right here, magazine, was sent on August 1st, 2018. I appreciate all the mail. I mean, I still have a bunch of it. I can use it when I need fire. See, I knew last year that I was at least going to get the Elite to buy me a beer, for sure. At least a beer. Now it's a little bit more where they don't have to buy me anything, honestly. You know, you guys don't have to buy me nada. Just share with people. That's all. Just share what you got. No big deal. And this was a day off, April 28th, 2018. One day off. I was very, very warm on that one. But when it comes to the sky, letting you know that the TV is going to be, we're still going to be watching TV. It's just going to be up in the sky. Now, I can put a specific date on this, and then it doesn't come to pass, and then I'll be cold. But on this one here, I'm just letting you know in general, the sky will be your new TV when the power goes out. And, you know, I'm trying to at least back up the things that I say as to why I believe that this is how they can project images in the sky. This is that movie where all these little, you know, looks like the cameras up on a Skynet system. See, I remember Daniel had a message for King Darius back on September 12th of 2018. And this is the material made for being up in the sky. Aerogel. But see, that's what when I think I believed that chemtrails were, that they were all real and none of them were images. So, I don't know. This is the material they say that they make to keep it sticking together, I think. So, yeah, my theory is this is how they can cover up the sun, the moon, and the stars. At one time, I thought they probably went up there and painted the firmament, the dome, with something. But now I understand it's just technology itself. But this is what I mean by knowledge to me increases where I start to go in a different direction. I'm constantly changing my mind. But you're supposed to. And you know, here's the application for straight up just citizens on patrol. But if you would like one of those jobs, it does pay pretty well, 24 to 45 hours an hour. Now, like this prediction here, it's kind of an easy one. New York with a TV tsunami. But I didn't set a date because I wasn't sure. I'm still not sure. I think it's like May after 18th, between 21st, probably. And I've always had a thing for America being first. And, you know, Russia, China, North Korea being TV bombs. Oh, hey, remember the shutdown? Well, it happened exactly on October 16th of 2018. If anybody was wondering. And then this was my reaction towards it. So I was finished 6 months ago, and then it happens again for a day. And I was finished then too, but I'm glad I didn't get shut down because I really wasn't finished. I thought I was, but I wasn't. Now I am. Hey, remember Hurricane Michael back in October 25th in that area? I was connecting that with the 21-day economy collapse, but they're still prolonging the economy collapse. You know, don't forget, it's a big hologram show. Right around November 30th is when I started to understand how how God was going to get the elite's attention. And it's by taking down their towers. And then knowledge keeps increasing, and I understand that it's more of an exchange. And I just wanted to give my son Christian credit for turning me to Christ, because going to jail with him being 2.5 years old and not knowing when I'm getting out was the exact perfect situation that God put me in order to turn me around and get my head out of my ass. So thanks, Christian. And I truly do believe this. I truly do. That they really didn't believe Bible prophecy until they start seeing people rise up and pretty much knowing what they're doing without them telling them. This is when I got the complete understanding, confirmation that the power is going to be cut. January 21st. Because to me, destroyed means to be resurrected. And back in January 29th, right after the 35th day of the government shutdown, is when I started to say that Trump will be, he'll be making mention of the 30 days on the news. And then that's what he started doing, 30 days to 40 days. And then Richie with his, what's that, Rich?
For 40 nights to get that place moved.
My job, I'm so concerned about this, and the job, I'm so concerned about this and that and the other thing. And
at any rate, I did my part.
And what's so important about all of that, when in 23 months, no question at all, every time I look at you see, this is the difference, or there's a lot of differences in the way the gospel is going out today. Today, when we say, "Thus saith the Lord," God has given us many proofs, like these proofs about 7,000 years from the flood, exactly 7,000 years to the Judgment Day of 2011. That's a fantastic proof. Again and again, I'm looking at this number of days from April 1, when Christ was crucified, demonstrating what the atonement is.
23 full months. From beginning to end.